Welcome to it, sports fans. If this show was supposed to start at 1 o'clock, we'd be early.
That's one way to look at it.
We'd be 13 minutes early. All right, welcome to it, the MKT Show. We were supposed to be in a new place today.
We were.
But here we are. I mean, it's not too bad. We're still at Cliff Central, which is not the worst place to end up, you know? Could be at my ex-girlfriend's house.
Wow.
Having said that, both my ex-girlfriends were actually terrific. So that example doesn't work for me. But
so are they exes? They were terrific.
They lived overseas.
Yeah. Excuses.
On their part. What do you reckon? The voices you're hearing interjecting in there, we might as well get straight to them.
We're just like background noise
skeptical.
for him.
Pardon?
We're just like background noise for him.
Yeah, we are.
Both skeptical. So you guys, what do you reckon? What do you reckon both of them were thinking? Because they both had a very similar excuse.
Wait, what are we talking about here? Oh, why you got broken up with?
Yeah, both of my ex-girlfriends.
You have a big forehead.
That's true.
It's a forehead.
But they knew that before.
You cared too much about coffee.
I didn't then. I did with my second girlfriend.
You're repulsive.
Wow.
No, well, listen, I have to take that into account. Maybe I am. Maybe both thought, let's come up with we are both from Europe separately, because they did that independently. And he's so repulsive, we have to be on a different continent.
You weren't pretentious enough, and you became pretentious because of one of them.
Could be. The Danish, yeah. The Danish are very, very pretentious.
Those are my guesses. What about you?
I don't make any assumptions.
Well, you were a little skeptical. Now he's kind of backpedaling now, but when you know what I mean? When I said the girlfriend thing, he said he made the sound. So now you're backpedaling. You must decide. Either you've got something to say or you don't about my ex-girlfriends. You know what I'm saying?
But you said your ex-girlfriends were terrific, so I feel like that's an oxymoron.
No, but you went like, oh, yeah, I bet. And then it was like, why did they leave? And he agreed with you, James. I don't know if you've heard him there.
Why are you projecting?
No, but that's what happened just now.
Okay.
Hey, James, do you care to weigh in on the fact that Senzo agreed with you that both my ex-girlfriends wanted to leave me? And
I'm James. I'm vibes.
yeah, that's true.
It's true. I am James and vibes. Also,
it's called pivoting in the industry.
That being said,
yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not going to lie to you.
Not good listening. That's not good listening.
I'm focusing on 5 things at once.
I've been in the industry for a long, long time. What you just did there was awful, awful broadcasting. So there's that. Please don't take that personally, James. That's feedback.
I do, because I've been working very hard today.
Okay.
All for it to crumble down into one moment where you said, James, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Yeah. And I delivered. But actually, I disguised both of them as possibly sort of polar opposites. But they were both really bad news in James's eyes, you know?
Both of them were.
Bit of a gut punch there, James.
So it did turn my world upside down a little bit. So excuse me
Turn my world
if I'm a little bit
around.
stressed.
Who sings that song? Senzo. Upside down. Do you know? 90s, I think. Turn my world around. Something upside down.
My ears are
Nope.
bleeding.
Not.
You're making my ears bleed.
Nope.
The song was a banger. Anyway, the gentlemen are James Jimbo Ilsley, who didn't shave his beard. Next to him, handsome face, good guy. Man United supporter. Senzo Sitebe. What's happening, pal?
Nothing much, man. How are you?
Bro, I feel good. I feel righteous right now. Life's been good to me. You know? Life's been really, really good to me right now. So I had a good weekend. Had a chat with my mom. Chat with my trainer. Got some new mountain running shoes.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of things are going on in
Lovely.
So life's been good to me. Like I'm good to myself, so life's been good to me. Yeah.
It starts with you.
Yeah. You know, it's righteous, dude. It's righteous. What do you think, James?
When did you become that guy?
What do you mean?
He's always been that guy.
It's righteous, dude. It's just like righteous, bro. It's like righteous, bro.
So, but now, if I'm having a good day, James, or a good phase of life, must I pretend to be angry at people?
No,
I want
you
evidence.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, but just don't be someone that you're not.
Which is what? Righteous, bro.
It's like super righteous, bro.
What type of people are those, James? Since you've said, okay, because I'm not that, but let's get into it now, because clearly there's an archetype in your mind of what you thought righteous people are. Take us into it. Take us into that world, Mr. I'm not judgy at all.
Oh, best believe I'm judging.
Okay, so take me into it. What kind of people say righteous, bro? No. Speak your heart now, James. You've already judged a sect of society. This is no time to backpedal.
Why is it no time to backpedal? I don't have to say what I wanted to say.
Oh, cool. You're that guy. Sit on the fence guy.
Look, I'm just vibes.
Okay, so I mean, this is classic Gen Z guy. Tells me I'm not that type of guy. Ask him, all right, what type of guy is that you're talking about? Starts backpedaling because it was just about putting the opinion on Twitter,
You're not the guy that goes to Thailand to do the Buddhist course.
We're starting to get closer to it. I think we're starting to get closer to the type of guy we're talking about. So what sort of school did he go to? What sort of background does this guy come from?
Wow.
He's trying to set me up, huh?
No.
I'm not buying into it.
James,
I refuse.
James, I'm asking as a journalist.
I refuse.
Journalism is about integrity. As a journalist, I must ask. I must get down to the nitty gritty, to the bottom of it. So what type of person? Take me into it. Draw the story. So he's like...
We have not given that question the attention it deserves.
Okay, what's he doing at 17? 17's grade 12,
Probably, on the beach and stuff.
hanging out
Yeah.
in December.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then now his dad says, hey, where are you going to varsity next year? What's the answer to that?
We have not given that question the attention it deserves. Hashtag media training.
That's because you went to Saint. So all of these douchebags are probably people you know, and they watch the show now. And they're like, oh my God, is that weird drama kid? I never thought.
Yes, it is. Ha! Look at me now.
Because they're probably thinking there is no way I ever thought he would be anywhere near Gareth Cliff in his life. They thought you'd probably end up teaching, drama at some primary school in the middle of Potensi or whatever. But here you are, James. All those guys that ever said, or you ever probably made up in your mind that they thought you were weird. Now this is your chance to kind of stick it back to them. Are you going to be that guy, or are you going to take the high road?
Probably the high road, dude.
Probably. Okay, which leaves room for you to kind of stick it to him in 3-4 years. Should you make like $2 million off a big deal or whatever?
You know me, dude. Like, I know I say it all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly like, that stuff happened 5 years ago.
Where are you now
It's
with
not
it?
part of my energy, dude.
Really?
And I don't mean energy like it doesn't align with my chakras. I just mean it's not worth putting energy into it.
What, the amount of emotional bullying you got from all the rugby oaks? That maybe you probably made up.
Wow. You really went there.
Yeah. What else are we talking about? I thought we were getting to the bottom of it here. What are we talking about?
Why do you assume that I was just bullied just because I was a drama kid?
Because you always label yourself as the weird drama kid.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I was bullied though.
Well, who told you were weird for being into drama? Because it's not that weird, by the way. Like, there's lots of people at schools that are into drama, but you keep calling it weird drama kid. I'm just like...
When I say I was the weird drama kid, I mean...
Now, having said that, did I bully the drama kids in school? Yes, I did. So
that's what I was waiting for. When I say I was the weird drama kid, I mean I was... I wasn't into the whole... Like, yeah, let's go out this weekend and let's... Like, after I left high school, I was.
Okay.
Like, I was...
You became unhinged.
And it's still...
No, actually, surprisingly not. I just lived my life, dude.
Let's be honest. Come on, Juice.
I'm not unhinged, dude.
You're fine now. But...
What, when I left high school?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I honestly wasn't that bad. Honestly.
Oh, not that bad, according to who?
When I say go out and do stuff, I don't mean like get hammered and all of those things.
Uh-huh.
I just mean like do something on a Friday night as opposed to just staying at home. Like, that's what I did in high school. I didn't go out. I had friends, but I didn't really, even if it was to go for dinner or it was only after.
So you
high
were like
school.
Monte Casino vibes, or were guys still doing Monte Casino at 17, 18?
Yeah, I think so.
Like at the mall, hang out at the mall, go to the movies?
Yeah.
Parties? Did you do house parties in high school?
Nah. Like, I only started earning my own money when I left high school.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I only started going out then. Like, we'd make plans with friends, and I had a car then, and like we'd do things. But like during high school, I just like stuck to my own thing.
So you never went to like those. Listen, if you are an international listener, there is an institution. I don't know if it's still going, but in and around my time when we were doing it, 2003, 2004, having all of it, boy. There was something called the St. John's house parties, right?
I do remember that.
No.
That was a thing.
Okay, was it still a thing in your
Yeah.
time? But
Yeah.
I think, listen, I'm not going to mention any names. A guy from your douchebag school actually kind of ruined it for everyone.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
But boy, oh boy, if you were at a boys' school anywhere in the country,
That was a big story, huh?
2003, 2004 was probably the time to be alive. The Midlands was where you actually wanted to party. But when you when you came back to Johannesburg, most of the boys, obviously in the Midlands, are from Johannesburg or from afar. So we would come home in the holidays. St. John's house party was where you had to be. It was like, Senzo, that was, when did you matriculate?
08.
Okay, so, and was it still a thing in your time?
No, St. John's boys kind of stuck to themselves.
Okay, after Saints ruined it for everyone.
No, it's just St. John's that ruined
We
it for
didn't
everyone.
ruin it.
Yeah, you kind of did.
No, but we didn't, though.
There's a guy from your school who kind of ruined it for my ear, at least. Yeah. Anyway.
I know which guy you're talking about because I heard the story also.
Yeah.
Well, everybody heard the story.
Yeah, no, it's anybody with eyes and the ability to read.
Yeah.
You're just
Both the St. John's and the St. Sidion's guy ruined it for everyone.
taking the St. John's guy's side because our
No.
credo isn't in Latin or
No,
something.
not at all.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, St. John's and St. Sidion's are both scum, so I wouldn't take sides there.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Wow, like, what do you mean, geez?
It's a bit intense.
What? Oh, you got a nice little castle. You think you're a nice school?
We don't have a castle.
No, not you, St. John's.
So why are we scummy?
Because
No,
you're in
'cause
Randburg.
but you're all the same cannon fodder. St. David's, St.
No.
Only one school I respect in this country.
Ilton, huh?
Bishops.
Wait, what?
Everyone else is just cannon fodder out here.
Cannon fodder.
Oh, Bishops is class, bunch of class lads, nice guys.
How do you know?
I've never met a SWAC Bishop Oaks.
Yeah, because they're class. They're not
Bishop
like you,
Oak.
scum.
Swak.
Ruined.
I
Imagine.
haven't heard that word in
So if you're an international listener, so it's a bit of a, these boys' school in South Africa, they cults, right? That is what they are, and it's nice. It's nice if you're on the inside.
You have to do a blood pledge in grade 8.
Boy, oh boy, is it hellish if you're on the outside though. Boy, oh boy, having gone to sort of co-ed and moving, like it makes the cult very clear to you. I'd much rather be on the inside. I'll tell you that.
You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like jealousy. I think you were jealous that you didn't have the Joburg house parties and vibes while you were in the Midlands.
Sure, having
Having the
a
party-
chef in our
having the same party with the same people because it's the Midlands and no one ever goes there besides Michael House and Ilton people.
Do you know what? It was awful being able to walk to St. Anne's. It was terrible, James. As a 16-year-old boy,
That's the same woman for like
I'm so sorry.
it was
7
awful.
years.
It was
dude.
awful. It was awful having
Oh, wow.
having St. Mary's Waverley, most of them living in the Midlands, having all of those girls. Imagine as a 16 to 18-year-old, you got St. Anne's and St. Mary's, not Waverley. It'll come to me anyway. The other St. It was terrible as a 16-year-old just to have the wealthiest girls in South Africa living, being you can walk across there.
So wait,
It was just terrible, James. I'm very jealous of your industrial area school. Unbelievably jealous.
So 3 boys' schools with raging testosterone.
Oh, you haven't been to the Midlands. I see it's happening now. Yeah.
have.
No, we're well spread out, James. The school I went to. It's not.
No, I know
Oh my
that they're not
God.
next to each other. They're all
This
in the
is so
Midlands,
funny.
though. All 3 of them are in the Midlands, though.
Coming from a guy that thinks Stellenbosch and Road.
this is the problem because
with this
in his
conversation.
mind, Peter Maritzburg and Michaelas are next to each other because it's the Midlands area.
Oh.
A couple hundred k's here.
Give or take.
I'm
Yeah.
done with the conversation.
James, when did girls come to Saints?
97.
97. But it's always been like a small contingent, eh? The collegiate's still small.
What, at the girls' side?
Yeah.
It's growing. They've got a prep and a high school.
Of girls, just girls.
But it's the same as the boys' college. They've got a
Another generation ruined, huh?
They've got junior prep, high school. I think they've also got like pre-primary. Something.
So the cult is growing. I mean, they're all the same, girls and guys. Just cults.
I haven't been there in a while.
What to Saints?
Mm.
Because you got bullied. Probably a bit of PTSD, I'm saying. That's good though. That's smart. Mental health. James, hey, shout out mental health. You can't be anti that. I've said a positive message.
No, you are the worst advocate for mental health in the world.
Why?
Shame you're triggering him.
No, well, wait. Why am I the worst advocate? Tell the people why I'm so terrible as an advocate for mental health.
Oh, shame you were bullied. Oh, shame, hey. Mental health, though. Hashtag mental health, though.
James, I'm trying to be on your side. Listen, if you want me to join your tribe, you have to educate. You can't shout at me. So tell me how I can be better as an advocate for mental health.
I fly solo, dude.
Oh, so are you going through some stuff at the moment because of PTSD from being bullied?
Nah, I'm vibing, dude.
Oh,
I didn't have a terrible high school experience. I was just the kid. When I say weird drum kid, I was on my own mission, doing my own thing. A lot of the time I spent it in the stage door. That was my thing. I don't think I was ever bullied at Saints. I was bullied at another school that I went to, but not at Saints, dude.
Shame, man.
And you're a big guy. How's anyone? Why is anyone looking for trouble? Huh? With you? Or were you just not an aggressive person? Hey, James?
I was just reading the comments. Someone said, I don't recognize Peter Place High as a school.
True.
All right. Okay, you have to explain that James's school is on a street called Peter Place.
Yeah, and we used to call them Peter Place High because the boys are very sort of strong about the Saints traditions of like 60, 70 odd years. They want to keep
Saints
it the way
is not
it
even
is.
that old, bro, but okay.
They are. They had their 60th when I was still there, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Like all of
Anyway,
you are just,
so
yeah.
They didn't want the girls. There was a whole thing. And
Who didn't want the girls?
So they
boys.
jammed them down your throat.
They wanted to keep their traditions.
The
and all
Old
that
Boys
stuff.
Association.
Yeah. Well, them and the actual boys.
In the school.
Yeah. So they wanted to keep all their traditions and do their sort of thing that they've been doing for years.
Yeah.
And even when I was there, it was a big thing because they started integrating the girls more into stuff we were doing.
Yeah.
And like that was a big thing. People didn't like it. And I think it was my brother's trick year or a couple of years before where they started calling them Peter Place High because they didn't want to recognize them as a...
Oh, the girls.
Yeah.
So are the girls Peter Place High?
Yeah, because they're on the side of
I know
Peter
what you're
Place
saying.
Road.
I know what you're saying.
Unbelievable. Brutal, eh?
I know. Listen, yeah, I don't want to open this can of worms because this could go to a whole different place. Saint Stidians, huh?
Gee whiz.
Okay, it's Peter Place High.
Yeah, that's what well, again, I didn't do much. I was doing my own thing. I couldn't care.
You would think boys would want girls near them. I mean, I understand it from having come from a boys' school.
I think
I wouldn't want to expose girls to some of the malarkey that goes on, especially when you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. The best and the worst thing you can be is like a 16-year-old boy, because all of the trouble you're looking for you can find. You know, like if you're boarding in town, there's only so much trouble you can get up to.
Yeah.
Because when you pop down the shops, and you know someone's mom, she'll see you.
Yeah.
I saw a Saints boy. Isn't that the guy from your rugby team? You know what I mean? You can't really get up to proper malarkey boarding here in town. Like there's a limited amount of trouble you can get in, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, listen, boys will always find trouble. But boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's basically like an outdoor playground for the most privileged human beings maybe in this country.
Yeah. Boys' schools are...
Silver spoons.
No, there are no bad ideas to guys. Like, I think Maritzburg guys can relate to this. Sort of those guys that are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is because
You're just hammering everybody. Everybody can get it today.
There are no. I just mean no. There are no bad ideas when you're in boarding school in that situation.
True.
Need a bike? You got it. Need snakes? We can find them. We got the second biggest
Sorry,
snake.
did you say snakes or snacks?
Snakes.
Yeah. Listen,
Why would I need a snake?
Listen, guy put a snake in my bed the one day.
What?
No, real thing. Listen, we got.
Where'd you go? Jumanji High?
No. Hey, listen. That's good stuff. So-
Jumanji High, dude.
So if you know, you know. But Trevorton has the most epic snake pit, right? So these are the things that are happening down there. Oh yeah, real thing. You guys think I'm joking?
Jeez, like,
So Trevorton has the snake pit. So our nerds at a stage in my year decided, no. We're in we can't have this on our territory. The Trevorton bloody Montessori vibes outdoing us. Boy, oh boy, did our guys get aggressive. 03, so that was the year above me. Boy, oh boy, did our whole nature like team changed, or whatever you call them, conservation oaks, you know?
After hearing this story, you know how he was like, "Oh, you're all scummy, and I'm not jealous." And honestly,
Oh, so we care about nature. We're the scums.
are you playing around with snakes and you care with nature?
No, we're looking after them. So what? Oaks, people that are looking after nature are the scums while you're burning. What you get another V8 up here in Joburg.
How
to park? Listen, I got to go get my low-fat latte at Woolworths. Let me get another V12 car, and I've no kids, Samantha.
But how are you looking after the snakes if
I'll
one
be honest.
ended up in your bed?
Oh, no. Oh, that's a whole different story. I kind of peed that guy off. He's a bit of the nature guy. And that was his kind of pushback. But that kind of stuff happened all the time. See, do you see what I mean by you weren't even thinking about snakes? They were a part of the don't mess with certain people. Otherwise, this is your life now. Are you after a really poisonous spider being in your bed? Stay away from those people. No, but you see, folks, you can't see it on these guys' faces because they went to like yuppie, stay-at-home, mommy's cooking schools. Whereas out there, it is, what did you call it? Jumanji High. No, listen,
yeah, I did.
it is a wild, you don't understand. After about a year and a half out there, you lose your mind. Because there are no bad ideas. There are no, like, Oaks. I came back one day. So there's a river. Or, yeah, it's like a big river in the middle of our school. You can kind of see it. If came back one day.
Flex, eh?
My mattress.
We've got a dam.
I wouldn't call it that.
We do have a dam.
It's just dirty water that happened to be where it is. And it's probably all the industrial stuff from Randburg washes up
A,
in there.
you're just jealous because you don't have one. And B, you only have a river. We have a dam.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, come back the one day. Where would you think your mattress should be?
On your bed.
You're wrong. Middle of the river. It's over there with all of my food, by the way.
So you guys...
Oh, there are no bad ideas. The thing is...
So you guys did the hangover before the hangover?
No, and here I am. And I've just come back from like a rugby game. I'll never forget it. Sore, bruised, Oaks. Before mass and supper, I thought to myself, had a shower, had lunch, I'm going to go Dorse. Wrong. You have no stuff anymore and you've got no food. Where is it?
Terrible.
It's over there. No, but that's just some of the lighter stuff. I mean, we guys get into it out there. There are no bad ideas
Bunch
for
of
16.
Neanderthals.
You mental. But the good times, right?
No.
Good times.
Don't come here with your poisonous snake or your spider, bro.
So James, now it puts in perspective. You thought you were bullied. This is the kind of stuff that was happening on the regular. To me.
Look.
So...
Am I jealous?
Yep. So you weren't bullied. My thing was, let's put in perspective. You're fine.
Wait, how on earth did this come back to me?
I was just trying to put in perspective that, maybe stop whinging about being bullied as a drama kid.
I never did.
You did a little bit. I mean,
when?
Comes up quite often. You did a little bit.
But I didn't, though.
I said I wasn't a part of it. Like I wanted to feel a part of it.
What?
What did you guys do at St. David's?
What do you mean? What do
I never know. Like, you guys are in the middle of nowhere. Like super yuppie land.
Okay. Go on.
What's up there? St. David's.
Just
play
by the
cricket
way,
and go home.
he's done with me now. Now it's your turn.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. What'd you do? Just play a bit of cricket, go home. In Ananda. Nice area. Very nice. By the way, if you don't live in South Africa, it's the place to live. Very nice. Very clean. Yeah. Maybe water the cricket field a bit every now and then. It's a little bit rubbish, but...
Wow. Go on.
No. What did you guys get up to there?
Get him, King.
No boarding school.
Get him, King.
Well, we recently got boarding, but not in my time, no.
Yeah. See, if you don't have boarding school, what do we do?
Or what? Yeah. So you got no day boys at Hilton.
No. What are you here to do? Go to school. None of this. Mommy must pick me up in my V12 when she doesn't even have a job. None of that. None of that nonsense. Tough guys.
You see,
And I used to get cracked in the face all the time. It was
that's a
fantastic.
stereotype. Yes, it's the majority, but not all mums at Saints were stay-at-home moms. Or St. David's.
I'd say 95%.
Yes, I said yes, the majority.
So you can stereotype off 95%. I mean, it's not sexist to say that. Like, if you went to those schools, you understand.
No,
what the setup-
but you can't say it like it's a fact. You can't say it like every single
it's not,
one of the moms.
It's not all and every, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Oh, no, fair enough. It's not one and all, if you will.
You know what?
Shout out.
Wait. Wait.
Just give him a plug.
You like that?
Not one and all.
Yeah? You like that, James? I turned you.
Nice.
I turned you.
Yes.
What you guys get up to on the weekend? Hey, by the way, MKT Show, you can subscribe. Cliff Central Sport. We are supposed to be in a new studio today. Our technicians are. What is the line? We apologize for the fault. Our technicians are currently working on it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
We will keep you updated on the socials vis-a-vis a new look, new feel tomorrow.
What did you do on the weekend besides have bad coffee?
This weekend, listen, that wasn't a bad coffee. It's just the lady lied to me, and it's not. You know what? It's not her fault that I turned her into a liar. Because
Just like
I.
Oh, wow. This is unbelievable.
I said to her, okay, after my place, it's got an Italian name, but I know my rule is don't have coffee at a restaurant. Always go to not okay. Hey, do you have almond milk? Blah blah blah. We have that whole thing. Yes, ha ha ha.
Give it a whirl, eh?
Boy, oh boy, did she bring back toilet water and mud?
bet you it was actually
One sip. I'm not kidding. I had one sip. One sip. I'm out. Still tipped her. She was great. Wasn't her fault. I turned her into a liar because I broke my own rule. But I've learnt my lesson, right? That's on me. Not her fault. She's a liar. My fault. Shouldn't have put her in that position. Yeah, I'm saying. That's my fault.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm the guy that's
Oh, you drink toilet water constantly.
no.
Wow.
He drinks instant coffee. Both of you, actually.
It's fine.
It's not fine. It's not fine. Drinking instant coffee, if you can afford it, if you can afford to drink filter coffee, drink filter coffee. Not everybody can afford.
It can't be that bad if majority of the world is still drinking instant
That's
coffee.
a ridiculous thing to say because a majority of South Africa is obese. And if you ever went that way of thinking, that's madness. That is madness what you're saying. The majority is always wrong. Always, always. In history, the Greeks proved it. Never go with the majority. So no, absolutely. The mere fact that the majority are doing it lets you know that most people are settling. Always. Politics, whatever, lifestyle. And this one might be controversial. Partners. People are bad at picking partners. And they, like most people, are just like not really in a relationship. It's more like, I just don't want to be lonely. Actually. Like, no, the people don't work hard at like, I want a great partner. And if you think I'm wrong, you're a liar. Like that lady who served me that toilet water at that Italian restaurant. Am I right or not? Are most people settling in relationships? James, you want to get into that one?
Not really. No.
You're smart not to answer that because
You didn't fall for it. My man.
James, you are
My man.
James, you are smart not to answer. Listen, that was James. James is growing, folks. I'm watching
Yeah.
James grow.
He's
3 months
blossoming,
ago,
eh?
3 months ago, he answers that. By the way,
Oh,
is
so
true.
you try bait him all the time?
no. I'm
Look, he says
he
that with a
does,
wry
dude.
smile.
we're having a conversation.
This man tries to bait me all the time.
We're having a conversation. But yeah, other than terrible coffee, just plan to run 100 miles in Sweden in November.
All right. Well, let me know how that one goes. I'm gonna be not doing that.
What's the story, James? I thought you were on a health drive. James, if I paid for you for 6 months with a personal trainer, would you do it? But then we're making content out of it. Because I want you at 24 to experience the best version of being 24 as possible. Because right now you probably think this is like living, but imagine if you just were the fittest James you've ever been. Would you give it a whirl if I paid for it? you want to think about it?
I'm
Because if you say it on air, I'm going to hold you to it. And if you waste my money, which I work incredibly hard for, because we're turning that into content, by the way. We're not just letting you do it.
No, but you see, that's the thing. Like, turning it into content is only because, like, that's kind of an embarrassing thing to do to someone. Like,
Okay, so no content. Would you do it? Why do you have to think about it? It's unbelievable to me.
probably.
No,
yeah, probably.
no. The fact that you hesitated lets me know your head's not in the game. Like if you offered that to me,
You take it.
what, make my health better?
In a heartbeat.
Get out of here.
No pun
You're-
intended.
Health stuff. So James, you don't care about your health, eh?
Running 100 miles is not part of my lifestyle. It's part of yours.
10Ks, 5Ks, 10Ks, 15.
With a couple of breaks in between, yeah.
But you wouldn't do it if I paid for it because you hesitated. You know what I mean? Like if it was your number one priority, if your health was your number one priority, you would have said, sign me up like yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? You should have jumped at it and I would have done it. I was being dead honest. But now, get the hell out of here. I work too hard for my money for a hesitant guy.
Shape, bro.
Because you're not going to do
Because
it.
he's invested and he cares about you.
Yeah, because you're not going to do it. Do you know how I know you're not going to do it?
Tell me.
Because you haven't done it yet.
Jesus.
Otherwise, you would do it. Because from what I've seen, you're an extremely responsible human being with your life. You like put together in certain parts of your life. I've seen how you choose what you buy. You've got like nice cameras, nice glasses. I can see the stuff you've made a priority, you know? You priority. Should I come back with the offer in 2 weeks? I tell you what, James, you don't have to commit to it now. 2 weeks' time. It's the 26th. 2 weeks' time, folks. We'll hear whether James is going to commit to not missing a class for 6 months with a trainer, which I will pay for. How about that, Jimbo? You want to answer in 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's do it in 2 weeks.
Are you going to answer or are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'll give you an answer.
Hey?
I'll give you an answer.
Any chance it'll be yes?
Maybe.
Do you think it'll be sick to be like in the best shape of your life?
I like what you did there.
Hey, little polarity there. Sick. Best shape.
No, I got it.
Ill. Rude health. Senza, you think you'll do it? You won't do it.
I don't know. Eh?
James, I don't think you're going to do it, bro.
James will surprise you.
Would you do it, James?
I don't want to give you an answer. I want to keep you on the edge of your
What's
seat.
your incentive? Well, why am I on the edge of my seat? I mean, I'm 8% body fat. I'm fine, pal.
And 92% full of.
Yeah. Hey, why am I on the edge of my seat? I'm fine. Trust me, James, do you want to know how much I'm going to be thinking about over the next 2 weeks? Not at all.
Not at
Before you answer.
all.
I'm going to be just fine, mate. Anyway, weekend, very good. Got back into a little bit of training. Got the shoes. So that kind of refocused me. What did you guys get up to? James, what did you do this weekend, pal?
You got the shoes? What do you mean?
Yeah, there's different shoes for like road and mountain running. So I got the Rolls Royces, which I've been saving for. So I got a new pair.
I saw a Rolls Royce yesterday.
Okay.
Just thought I'd add that.
Well, it's okay.
I also saw a Bugatti Veyron. Anybody seen a Bugatti Veyron?
I don't know what either of those are. Yeah.
I saw one on the road in Santon.
What color?
It was that two-tone like brown and like blackish one. I'll show you a picture of it.
Okay. And you're a big fan of cars, James?
Not huge, but I know that seeing this car on the roads of South Africa
It's a big deal.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite a rare deal.
Like, what type of person buys that car? I've always thought to
A
myself...
super rich guy.
Bruh.
Okay, obviously. I mean, I know lots of super rich people, and they don't have any of those things.
Not the convertible one, though. It had a roof, but it was like this brown color.
Okay. And so what kind of guy do you think buys that car?
Someone who
Super
likes
douchebag.
Yeah, someone who likes speed and has enough money to buy another one.
Okay, so
He's
they're
not
rich. I
concerned.
mean, but what else about them? Like, surely there's something else. Like, I know lots of people who could probably buy, not lots. I know people who could buy Bugatti International and just buy the whole thing out and fire everyone. And they don't have.
Well, that means they'd have to buy Volkswagen.
Yeah, I don't have to
And
think
can
of
Also-
Nobody's a cajillionaire.
I know you would appreciate this, Senzo. So around the next corner, after I'd taken a photo, I took a photo of it. Why not
While
just
you were
show
driving, were you driving and took a photo?
No, I was in an Uber and I took a photo.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking there, James.
Yeah,
Just
I
checking.
was in an Uber and I took a photo.
Just checking.
What would I appreciate? I'm still there.
So James is now.
So I saw the Bugatti, right?
Mm-hmm.
So James is showing a photo to Senzo now, just so you know,
Nice.
because we're in audio. We should probably tell people what's happening.
Literally around the next corner.
Oh yes,
What is it, James? You got to tell people.
458 Ferrari.
It was a good day yesterday, dude.
Oh, so do you get juiced by seeing other people's cars?
Cars. Doesn't that depress you?
A little bit. Especially when I see a Focus
But you said it was a good day.
So what do you think having a nice car gets you, though? Have you ever imagined yourself being...
Gets you to places quicker.
Yeah? Is that it? Because you can do that in a... I'd
You
imagine...
turn heads.
Turn head. Okay, now we're getting closer to it. So it's about turning heads, eh?
Of course.
Personally, I wouldn't invest in one.
But you don't know because
Depends. You don't have that kind of money yet.
You're just saying that. Like, I bet you never thought you'd think about the quality of your glasses. I bet there was a time when you thought, I just want glasses, and then you probably put on a good pair of glasses and you thought, oh bloody hell, or not. Have you never had that life? You've never had that, eh?
If I can see with my glasses, I can see with my glasses, bro.
Yeah.
They don't have to be made by Tom Brady's ex-assistant and mixed with...
Nah. So James is trying to mock my glasses. It's actually Christopher Kloos, Danish mate, brought them in. Like, do you know, James, you'll know this. Senzo, you ever worn glasses?
Only sunnies.
Let me tell you who the worst people are in the world.
People who don't clean their glasses and you can see it.
I can live with that. The people who think, oh, do you mind if I wear your glasses? Like, those people.
It's not a toy. I actually need these.
And then they're like, is this what you see?
And
I'm
they,
like,
like, it, An eventful day. An eventful day on set today.
Holy.
An eventful day. What it's revealed is that James, he will whittle under pressure.
No,
James,
he
James
won't.
will implode.
He won't.
So don't phone James if your house is on fire. Now, do you need a quality cinematic edit? He's the guy to call. He's going to need a lead time though, because it's all happening here. The MKT Show, you can find at cliffcentral.com, the Cliff Central app, or wherever you get your podcast. Anyway, back to it. So we were talking about the weekend. James, you did nothing, hey? Did I ask you?
No, I was busy MacGyvering things.
Okay, and did you have a weekend? Do you believe in weekends?
It was okay. Worked on Saturday. That was
wow.
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that begrudgingly.
A little bit,
Okay.
little bit of a tone there.
Jabs.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna voice my concerns ever.
No.
again.
I'm asking you what you did. I mean, once you tell us what you did.
It acts like we weren't here.
No, but what I'm. You
See, I
guys.
didn't list my working on
See,
Saturday as a
see,
thing I did.
neither.
I didn't do that on the weekend.
What you guys have done
Yep.
is you've taken what I've said from last week about working on a Saturday
But you always keep mentioning it.
and putting it into this negative thing,
But it's
and
your
then-
turn, James.
continuously using it against me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So I respect that. I will apologize if we can sort of
I
sort
apologize.
this out. I'm not going
But
to
I-
apologize.
I-
I don't apologize.
I thought we had sorted out last week when I told you why the whole Saturday thing last week bothered me.
So let's move back. Does it matter how you say something? So if you should we do a hypothetical?
Okay.
You say to your lady, "We're doing this,"
Right.
and she goes, "You know what? I actually can't. I've got to go to my mom's 60th." Versus her saying, "No, I'm not going. I told you that it's my mom's 60th." So it's exactly the same message, but surely one of them would cause you to feel a certain kind of way.
But
Do you understand what I'm trying to convey here?
the way I said it now.
No, whoa. Before we go back to you, do you understand what I'm saying? That
Yes.
tone matters, how you say things. Okay. All right.
But-
Go ahead.
But the way I said it now, as far as I'm aware, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
There was no like resentment in it. I was like, yeah, I worked on Saturday. And,
Okay.
Like there was no resentment in my voice whatsoever.
So we misinterpreted
yes.
you just telling us how your weekend went.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are we moving on from the working on Saturday thing?
Yeah. Well, we can come. I feel like storytelling, we will find a way to come back eventually
Okay.
when you complain about it again.
Nice. Sorry.
No, it was a good weekend. Saturday was
You work hard now, James. Are you seeing loved ones? I mean, what's going on?
not an awful lot at the moment.
I mean, did you before? Like people pretend, you know,
That's a good
Like
question.
there's also these people who start working and go, I just never spend time with family. Like, yeah, you were, did you know what you were doing before? You were probably playing your PlayStation instead of spending time with those very same people you claim to love. So don't make it work's problem now that you didn't have the
Yeah.
routine before.
No, so I did have a routine before of seeing people and stuff like that. Like I had plans to see family friends and stuff on like a Friday night once a week, like for dinner.
Yeah.
That was just a catch up thing and stuff like that. But I haven't been there in a couple of weeks.
What's the story?
But not only because of work stuff like
Hashtag COVID.
COVID and all of that stuff.
Hashtag COVID.
Yeah.
So it's probably been a couple of weeks.
Okay,
Couple
but I
weeks.
meant more years before. I wasn't just talking about the last couple of weeks of your life. I'm just thinking,
Oh yeah.
so what, you used to see these friends often?
Yeah. Before my parents went away, they would often come over. We do braai things, but even after that, like, we developed our own sort of routine after they moved away, which was the Friday night thing. But yeah, before that, it was braais or lunch at restaurants or whatever it was. You know.
It's tough though, you know, as you start to work, like, I was thinking about it the other day. As you get older, I don't think you get less friends. It's just you have to pick the quality ones because
True.
the day shortens just by the very nature. Like, James, you starting to get into it now, and I don't know what your previous workplace was like, but this is a different beast, you know? I would imagine for most people, like, I like to think I work pretty hard. So But I don't know. I don't know what
You're a
other,
machine. You don't sleep, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what other people think working hard is, but I think you're starting to really like get into it now, which is quite young at 24. I mean, where I must commend you, James. At 24, there aren't many people, from what I've seen, who are at it like you are, and relatively speaking, maybe you'll whinge on the podcast every day, but relatively speaking, I mean, you're at it, right? Is
To this day.
to this day, like Deontay Wilder. Shout out Deontay Wilder, skinny legs guy.
Bambi on ice.
He is. He's going to get knocked out by Tyson Fury. That's going to get embarrassing. Although Tyson Fury lied about having COVID as well. Was in Las Vegas the very next day, out taking photos with everyone. That fight bombed because they can't find the money for it, and they couldn't sell tickets because nobody wants the third fight.
It's just
Bob
a
Arum.
dog show. It's just a dog show.
It is a dog show. It is a dog show. But James, you are really, in terms of at 24, crafting, like, I think very hard. But I don't know what other what are 24-year-old chartered accountants up to? Because I think by 24 you've got your degree. Hey, if you start at 18, it's a 5-year degree. Hey,
Yeah, you.
so at 24, at 24 you've got the douchebag shirt. You're at Investec. You're all hanging out now. You're all where did they hang out since? At
The Baron.
At the Baron in Santa Night. We all got the douchebag, and then we got the generic girlfriend who kind of looks and sounds a little bit like she's trying to be too sweet, and she's probably the most conniving person in town.
Wow.
So we know what happens.
She was you on a roll today.
Am I wrong though? We all know. we all know. Like, these are my friends, so we don't have to keep lying and being nice about it. We all know how.
You know what's really funny about what just happened?
Yeah.
It came from a good place, most of it, and then he just switched to the girlfriend that's conniving and sounds sweet, and like that came from a dark place. Dude.
Dark place.
He was thinking about it, dude.
So, if you don't know what I'm referring to, is there's a certain strata of people who become chartered accountants, and they start to make a little bit of money, and they all gather in a place called
Did you
Santon.
say a certain strata of people
Yeah,
that become chartered accountants?
yeah.
A certain strata accountants. Nope, that was horrible.
Are you trying to work data in there? What do you?
You said strata,
Yeah.
so I try to work it into chartered,
Why would you do that?
like strated accountants.
No, I get it. I understand. English is my third language, but I sort of comprehend what you did there with some of the nuances of the English language, and I hated every moment of it.
I don't know. It's been a long day. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
but James, just because you had that shock, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. Because you tend to do that, right? You tend to go from, I had a horrible joke, which will happen often with you, James. I mean, because you're brave enough to give it a go, and you swing to I'm a terrible person, which you're not.
I'm hungry.
Point is there is a
Wow.
place, there is a place in Santon where they all gather, and they all look the same, right? And it's not a skin color thing; they're all the same. It's
For the most part,
bunch
yeah.
of douchebags. They all attracted to the same type of girl, and then everyone whinges and everyone drinks too much, and generally it goes that way. So
Everyone drinks.
yeah, do I know how it goes? I've been friends with those people. I know how it goes. I'm not going to lie about it. Most chartered accountants. Listen, by the way, the man on your left, he comes from good stock. His cousin is the guy of all guys.
Is
by the
he?
way, oh my God,
Shpre.
he is the guy of all guys. It's good. Listen, coming from a family like that must be tough. And nice guy as well. He's also not like he's uber driven, but not a douchebag. I need to figure that out.
Is your cousin the guy that we've been speaking about for the
Yeah.
past? Okay.
But no. So he's the anomaly in this situation where he got married really early. Actually,
Not really.
when was that? He was still in his 20s when he got married.
No, he's 31.
Was he 30? That's early, dude. Is getting married at 31 not considered early anymore? 31's early. But anyway, for him, you know, some people mature early. You know,
Yeah.
some like I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm 30.
He's always had his stuff together.
I'm 35, and there is not a human being I would wish on me now. I'm the least emotionally mature person. But we always knew. Like,
Yeah.
he was a year younger than me because he matriculated 2005.
That's correct.
But everyone in the country knew who he was. Like, it is a color thing. It's like, that's the Black Hope, because everyone heard about him. Like, back then, there weren't many black kids in the type of schools we were in, right? At boys' schools back then. Like,
Yeah.
we knew there's a guy, not a guy, the guy, and he's coming, you know? Because I kind of knew all the saints. I knew a guy called Andrew Kirkland, who was in his year, who I went to primary school with. Everyone knew. His cousin, there's something coming.
So did he also go to St. David's?
Of course.
It's a family business.
We had other family businesses.
Oh, wow. You guys are on a roll today.
It's a family business. Anywho, but yeah, Jimbo, so you are grafting hard, and I guess I think you're probably starting to realize you're going to have to start making some tough decisions here, because everybody wants your attention, especially like...
It's because I'm so cool.
I didn't mean you, but here we go.
Well, you said everyone wants your attention.
Oh, okay. It was an analogy.
It's because my stock has skyrocketed into the stratosphere.
Have you become that guy, though? Like, I can imagine what a nightmare you must be. Yeah, Gareth walked in today at the office. Yeah, see how funny he is.
Unbelievable.
I'm assuming you know people like that.
Have you become that guy? Answer the question.
I'd like to think not. Honestly,
You like putting James on the spot, eh?
I just
Yeah,
like
he
asking
does,
questions.
dude.
I just
Yes,
like asking
he likes-
questions.
This has been
I'd hate to be cross-examined by you. If you're a lawyer,
this has been an
What?
hour of cross-examining James.
I'm a journalist. I mean, I'm compelled by my integrity to ask the tough questions.
I'd like to think whoa.
Yeah, you'd like to think?
I'm gonna try that English again.
No, please.
I'd like to think I haven't become that guy.
But there's room for it.
No, but you see, here's the thing, and you guys aren't gonna understand. You're gonna take it the wrong way. So,
Wow, why are you thinking? for
Yeah,
yourself?
James.
because I know you guys.
Listen, pal,
I know where
you-
this is gonna
Oh
go.
Listen,
my
pal.
goodness.
It's hard enough to think for yourself. Don't think for me.
Oh.
My brain's perfectly functional. Thank you very much. Go ahead, James. Go ahead. Here's the thing, James. Here's how James feels through his own thoughts. All right, Jimbo, what you got, pal?
I was gonna say that I make humor out of such situations. So remember the influencer thing and the coffee influencer thing,
Yes.
right? We went through that whole phase. Like, to my friends and to like family and some people, as humor, I'd be like, yeah, well, it's not easy being an influencer or whatever it is, right?
Okay.
Or like, yeah, I'm a big deal now, kind of thing. But all of that is humor. So when you asked if there's room for it, I don't think there is. I like to think I'm pretty grounded,
Okay.
but
Which is hilarious because you're talking about coffee.
Oh, is that your thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of stole your shine. Eh? How awesome is that?
wow.
How you like that, James?
Gee,
That's
All right, I see what you're saying, though, James.
Yes.
Listen, I must say, that is very interesting. But they do say a lot of truth is said in jest. So maybe you are using that as kind of a mask for being a douchebag. So I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
I think you guys would know if like this whole setup had gotten into my head by now.
How? Who knew that Bill Clinton would sleep with Monica Lewinsky and lie for it that long? There's no way for us to know. There just isn't.
And lie for it. I like what you did. There.
Yeah.
Sleep, lie.
What was
nice.
it? The blue dress, eh? Oh, tough. Lewinsky, 19. She was 19.
She was an
She's a
adult.
monster.
Okay,
She was an adult.
now you
Yeah,
guys,
I mean, you're not Bill Clinton. Let's be very clear. James, you're a much nicer guy than Bill Clinton.
How would you know? Have you ever met Bill Clinton?
Yeah, listen. Once you are, although if I was married to Hillary, I might think about it as well. She does not seem like a. Hey,
Wow.
Hillary, change your email password. By the way, lost you an election. Just change it. Just have a second. Just have another laptop.
why are you attacking everyone,
Everybody,
dude?
bro. Nah, he's having a bad day.
But what am I attacking Hillary Clinton? We found her emails. That's where crooked Hillary comes from. Didn't you? I guess you're not into politics, but why is that attacking her? She was clearly in contact with nefarious Russian characters and others. By the way,
It's an interesting assumption to make.
that's not an assumption. The emails are out.
No, I'm saying it's an interesting assumption to make that I'm not into politics.
Oh, well.
See, that was
So how come you didn't know the crooked Hillary
projection.
thing, which was the biggest story for the last 4 years in politics? You kind of felt like you didn't know what was going on.
Are you projecting?
Oh, so you did know what was going on.
You interview him now. I'm over
Oh, James,
I'm over
on the
it.
back foot. All right, Senzo, Olympics. Hey, real thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All happening, bro.
Schoenmaker.
Tatiana.
She's the one, huh?
Swam so hard, cap even was falling off. Well,
So
coming off.
is she breaking the world record if that cap doesn't come off? Because I mean, that is drag back, right?
Yeah. Olympic record in the semi-final.
That's insane. Listen, that event is important to South Africans because we had
Penny
possibly
Haynes.
the greatest of all time in Penny Haynes, dominated the 100 and 200
Correct.
breast for years.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young. I mean, that was Josiah Tungwane's obviously breakout 96, 2000.
Yeah.
Penny Haynes, unstoppable.
Unplayable.
And now, so how old is the Shoemaker?
The Shoemaker.
Yeah.
Let us consult our friends.
What was fantastic is they always have British commentators and they
Schumann.
both of Marker, and I thought, oh, you're making a mess of it, but she's about to break the Olympic record, so I can't really focus on that. But that's awesome, right? Is we've had the rowing didn't go so well. We'll get to the other situation which didn't end well in the end, but this is amazing.
She's 24. She's James's age.
That is insane. So she's got 3 Olympics left.
There you go. How do you feel about yourself now?
Useless.
And she
Sad.
recently turned 24.
24.
She's at an Olympics, huh?
She's the fastest to ever swim at an Olympic
Olympics.
I don't-
In that event.
You know why I don't feel bad?
You
She's in her lane doing her thing.
Firstly,
my man.
that works on the swimming thing.
Yes. Nailed it.
Here we are. Righteous, James. That's righteous, dude.
No,
That's
no,
righteous.
you ruined it.
So she's 24.
Yeah. Chad Leclerc almost didn't qualify.
Oh, you joke. But yeah, it's done, dude. Discovery, he got all the Discovery money, and now
He's beaten Michael Phelps. So
All of the Discovery money.
he's got all of Adrian Gore's money now. So he can just go and relax.
He had a house in Jeffreys Bay.
Oh, dude, he's got all the money. Like Chad, remember from that previous Olympics and World Champs. Remember when he, at the World Champs for just like a year, he was unplayable.
yeah,
He's got all the money, bro. I see him. Hey, Chad, maybe get off my screen when I'm trying to watch highlights on DSTV. I don't know if you've seen the Discovery ads. It's either him or Custer. So, Chad, maybe get in the pool, pal.
So you're seeing them twice.
So maybe spend some time in the pool instead of doing these adverts.
Yeah, because they ask him, what can you do in 2 minutes? He said, I can make noodles.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, but-
You guys pay way too much attention to things.
so, Chad, get off my screen. Maybe, trying to be a human fish.
Speaking of the Olympics, what is happening to American basketball?
Uh-oh. What are you talking about
They
now?
lost to France.
But France is good, hey? Like remember they
25-game unbeaten streak came to an end.
the US.
Yeah.
How many Olympic goals is that in a row? 3, 2. No, because Argentina beat them at the one, didn't they?
So they came they came third in 2004. 08 they won. 12 they won.
That's
2016
LeBron.
they won.
That's LeBron, 3 in a row.
The Redeem team.
What are the rules
okay.
around basketball at the Olympics? Are they allowed like all of the
Professionals
players?
are allowed.
No, they're doing it.
So they can
So
have
Luka
like
Doncic,
LeBron,
wow.
like all of them.
No, and America. So America for a while were doing it, but the NBA has gone super global.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at the star players like
Luka Doncic is just
Giannis. Doncic is the next one. Who's the other guy at the other Baltic guy, man?
Krosovic.
Jokic.
Nikola
Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah.
The Joker.
The Joker. So the NBA has gone, and you know what it is? I was reading a really interesting article, and we're actually going to have somebody with deep basketball ties soon joining the show. I'm really, really looking forward to that. And that's somebody who has worked. I'm currently in a very, very interesting conversation. Hopefully, I shouldn't say that, preempt it, but I hope we can start to partner up with this person because it's gonna take our international audience to a whole new level because he has worked at college basketball is something else. It is something else. March Madness, one of my favorites. So that's going global now. The American kids tend to go from college and spend time there. The European kids tend to be playing professional from about 16. So technically, by the time they are 18, 19, they are so sound. All you need to do is put them on the NBA diet. And now we're starting to see it, right, Senzo?
Absolutely.
The European kids come ready, take me out of the box. The problem with American kids is they only play college kids until they're 21. They come into the league and they still raw.
Yeah.
You look at the young Europeans. When they come, they're ready. They technically sound. They just got to get some, a bit of weight in that badunk, which is that NBA weight. You get in a weight room for a year and a half. I mean, look at what these two.
Luka Doncic is
The
only
Doncic is-
21.
That's what I'm saying.
And he had the most insane game today.
LeBron James at 21 was nowhere near this. I'm sorry, and I love LeBron.
Debatable, but
not
okay.
technically, not physically. He wasn't ready to play basketball like
Luka
that.
Doncic
He wasn't ready.
is something else.
And I love LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm a LeBron disciple.
Do you not look at Doncic as he's a swag Larry Bird.
People are saying that, listen, you are going to upset a lot of the olds. Because I've heard a lot of people saying, that, anytime you say Larry Bird, people hate you.
Yeah.
Because, listen, Larry Bird, it must be made very clear, and I've seen a few documentaries about that time, it was him and Magic, dude. Like, a lot of, because he's a white guy, I think he doesn't get the respect.
No, you have to respect.
Larry Bird the Birdman, he was
clutch.
Bad guy.
He was clutch.
Those Celtics Lakers documentaries, you can go and watch it, the 80s.
Yeah.
It was Magic Johnson and him saved the league.
Yeah.
Dr. J and those guys were cool, but they weren't.
They took it to another level.
But that rivalry saved the league.
Insane, eh?
Until MJ came and took it off Magic Johnson's hands.
I'm the guy.
Right? And they were aging at that time. But still, they saved the league. Without that Celtics, LA, the league may not have been where it was for Jordan to even take it on to the next step. So, hey, you're going to make a lot of old people very angry. They don't like it. As soon as you bring
They don't like it.
Because you know what happens? A white guy, Larry Bird.
Absolutely. The Great White Hope. That's his nickname.
That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what it is.
That's his nickname.
So, yeah, so America lost.
First time since 2004.
But you can't have Kevin Durant leading the trips, dude.
Yeah, there's no.
That's the problem, is that you just cannot have Kevin Durant, who is the flakiest, softest human being alive.
Speaking of basketball, LeBron James earned his $1 billionth 4 days ago.
Is that due to the release of Space Jam?
I think so.
So he's $1 billion in, huh?
Yeah, but his net worth is 500 million, but he's earned over $1 billion in his career.
Yeah. Isn't it scary that Tiger Woods did that 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
That's ridiculous, guys.
Tiger Woods, it just shows you, I love LeBron, but
Tiger Woods is just
sport will never see anything close
to Tiger
Woods because nobody's twice as good. I love Roger Federer. He's not twice as good as his opposition and never has been.
Yeah.
Serena's never been twice as good as her opposition. Tiger Woods for 10 years was, according to the ratings, not just me.
Yeah, it's
there
insane.
were years where I remember. Do you remember on SuperSport you could look at the ratings on the rankings?
Yes, yeah.
Then Woods was in double figures and nobody else
wasn't even close.
Forever. I remember checking
It was Tiger Woods, then everybody else.
No, they should have just had his own page. When you go double figures, you should get to join him, and that happened for.
Yonks.
It felt like forever.
For Yonks, bro.
And nobody moves TV ratings
like
Tiger. And quite frankly, golf is an elitist, boring sport. He got me to what? I'm into it. What was Sunday?
Galvanized it.
Give me a red shirt, Dad. My dad said, "Get the hell out of here. I'm not spending."
Apparently, if you were leading Tiger Woods on the last day of a major, that pressure was unbelievable. They say you literally felt like you were being stalked by an animal.
A tiger. Some might say. Some might say it was a tiger.
Tiger.
Literally.
Are you saying that a tiger? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, a tiger. Because his name is Tiger
Oh
Woods.
my goodness. His name's No, it is.
It's Eldridge.
Yeah.
Eldridge Tiger Woods.
I think it's Eldrick.
Eldrick Tiger Woods.
Eldridge.
Yeah. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's semantics. So you're saying a tiger.
I did say a tiger.
Tiger on the prowl. Now, that took a slightly different turn when you put it
Eldrick.
like that in a personal sense. But we're not going to get into that, are we, James?
What, a
your
tiger
heroes
on the
aren't
prowl.
perfect, yeah. Kind of.
Hey.
Yeah. Woo. Tiger. Keep in your pants, pal. Hey, our heroes aren't perfect. I also... Maybe I'm biased, but our heroes aren't perfect. Well, what do you do? What do you want Tiger Woods to do? Have you ever been tempted at that level, huh? But then again, I'll be hard on somebody else. So, yeah. So
Wrong choice of words there.
Why, James? Why? I meant being tough on somebody. Why? Why did that have to happen?
Again, just...
Okay. So the Olympics, Schoenmaker, American basketball's dead.
Chad Leclerc struggled.
He did struggle.
Yes.
He did.
That's
Qualified
he's-
16th fastest.
Because he's busy annoying me in the break when I'm trying to watch highlights. Get off my screen, stop making an egg, and go and swim, pal.
In the heat an hour ago, he finished in the
16th.
16th place, which is the last place you can qualify for.
So he's in the semi-final and he'll get lane 8. And I was watching. By the way, can we just talk about the Australian 4x100 freestyle relay?
Unbelievable, eh?
I didn't watch it.
What's the lady who anchored it? She's at her 4th Olympics. Is it Can? I forget. She's
I can hear the lady's voice in my head.
Absolute
I know who you're
legend.
talking about.
You want to stay out of the water. You want to stay out of the wavy water. That's what you want to avoid. Australia, it's now certain she kicks for the very last time she turns. It is now certain Australia will not only win the gold medal, but they will break the world record as well.
I can hear her voice in my head.
She's cool. I don't know. What is that lady's name? Because she's a flipping great commentator.
What should I Google? Australian.
She is a flip.
4x100.
Yeah, she is.
Swimming commentator.
Hey, that
right?
Australian. I could listen to her commentating about baking, and it would be thrilling stuff.
You got to put the mix in the oven.
Ah.
Really just Nicole.
That's who. Sorry.
Nicole Dawn Livingston.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, Nicole Dawn.
Shout out
She
Nicole Dawn
She
Livingston, bro.
moves. Oh, you know we were looking for like the next swimming dude,
Yeah.
Caleb Dressel.
How much?
American.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
Is he the guy?
Yeah,
Is he doing the Ryan Lochte vibes?
Yeah, he is.
He's the man.
Is he on swag?
He's the man.
What's his event, though? You got to be the medley guy because that was the thing about Lochte and Phelps.
4x100, bro.
4x100. So he's a freestyler. What else does he do?
No.
Because the Golden Boys is always the medley guy, right? If you can do,
I'll tell you now.
if you can do the IM, you think of the last 2 big stars, right? Lochte and then Michael Phelps is actually not human. He's a human fish. He's a fish with human appendages, Michael Phelps. So I never really want to talk about him when I talk about swimming. You got to be the medley guy, unless you got that sort of Van den Hoogen band kind of look, or
Peter van der Hoogen band.
So who's our guy? Ryk. No, not Ryk. Who's the other guy who was the heartthrob?
Schumann.
Not Roland. So it is Ryk. Ryk is the heartthrob, eh?
Yeah,
Blonde.
Neethling.
Yeah, Ryk Neethling. He's the. You got to be.
he's
like,
the guy.
Looks airbrushed in real life. Saw him on the Gautrain. It's like, Chief, you got your makeup crew walking around with you. Just phenomenal.
Good old rake, huh?
He does IM. Caleb Dressel does IM.
That's the guy.
And he's got the coolest tattoo ever.
No, then that's the guy. If you are IM, right? The IM guys are the golden boys in swimming because and it's not the same with the male with the female. Because female, it tends to be the breast or the freestyle swimmers that are the stars.
Ingrid de Bruin.
You got to be get out of here! What that great drop with it because she used to have the crazy nails as well.
And she used to. She was bad.
Human fish.
Check that tattoo.
James, is it no? James, these are the kinds of questions you need to answer.
Yeah.
A little bit sexist that there's no female for fish. Fishes. We should work on that. Don't you think?
Is there a female for
woman? Woman would be the female for human.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that doesn't have a female.
Yeah, because now these are the questions you got to ask. Are fish maybe the most sexist species on the planet?
I know there's the rude word, but is there a female term for a dog? Like I know there is that word.
That term is the female.
So
of
that
dog.
is the actual.
That's actually the
Dog,
word,
wolf, fox.
The term James is talking about is bitch, and it is the biological term. It isn't. That's human beings have gone. Oh,
you're a bitch.
Yeah, let me bring it in.
Imagine, dude.
Like
what about a cat?
Oh, good question. Are cats? I mean, cats are terrible pets anyway. Save the owls is what I say. Owls eat cats. Cats are terrible anyway. So I don't think about cats. I do like to eat salmon though. So I care about fish's rights.
It's just not our day, bro.
Dude.
So because this will be on a podcast as well. James and the guys are panicking because there's music going on. You know,
is it coming from the window? I'm not sure where it's coming from.
It's probably people outside, James. You know, we're in a studio.
I think it actually might be in the studio.
Oh, maybe it was.
That was really weird.
Oh, a female cat is called a molly.
There we go.
Okay.
So cats aren't sexist. I'd like to apologize to every single cat that understands English.
What is a female fish called? Female fish does not have a specific name.
Sexist. I'm telling you. Nobody asks. Do you know, I'm as good a journalist as you're going to get. I will ask these questions, and you guys think I'm ridiculous.
I think you call a pregnant fish a twit.
Some might say you can call that a pregnant human that as well, but that's
a snake has no gender thingy.
Really?
Gender adjective.
really. Yeah, but they're slippery characters anyway. I mean, what do they care about female snake rights?
And a fish isn't slippery?
No, but not like that. You never think of like snake, turn your head, bam, I bit you, you're dead now. Fish is just like, oh, I swam near you.
Depends what fish it is.
Well,
There's even a female bear, dude.
yes, because the bears aren't sexist. You're not the bears did with their sexism, James. Their bigotry. They put it on pause.
Very good. Wait, did you just Google what a female turkey is? Come
I
on.
didn't know it would be the same as hens, bruh.
Come on. James?
I didn't know. Was I supposed to smell?
How did we get to my great bear joke? Are we done with the Olympics? Is there anything else happening? Are people...
Oh, Blitzbox doing the things.
Oh, we did a graphic for that one.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Boom. Nailed it.
So there it is on screen.
Who did they play? How did they play? Who scored the tries?
So we played Ireland, and we hammered them
Did the business.
33-7. And then we played Kenya. That was a bit
Don't you
of
mean 33-14?
yeah, still
Yeah.
a hammering. And then we played Kenya 14-5
To them or to us?
to us.
Hey, listen, Kenya, you
Yeah,
know,
Ke-
like every 8 years, Kenya are unplayable. They're like
Yeah.
the Fiji of Africa.
yeah.
Okay, so we beat them. Okay, let's finish off with the disaster. So there's this thing in South Africa where, and I just don't like it. We're so big on at least we tried. I'm not a at least I tried person. And there's like a saying of, and we love this in South Africa. And I don't know where it came from. It is, I resent it. It's like, I don't know if you guys have this in your life, is people come up to you and say, it's better than nothing. I'm like, no, it's not. I want all of the things that I wanted.
We just console ourselves.
No, do you know all the things I set out, the goals I set out to? That's what I want.
We want to achieve them, yeah.
I refuse to ever celebrate getting better than nothing. But I don't know if it's in our psyche. I mean, it's probably more complicated than that. But South Africans are so, we tried. Like, no. I want to play to win. And I don't mind when you sometimes lose if you play to win. But I'm a gluk. I feel like...
And we missed the penalty.
And, excuse me, what about that miss in the 97th minute to draw it?
Please, you're triggering me.
Like, and then I got Woolworths tweeting out saying, "Oh, what a game they tried!" Like,
Really?
yeah,
No, you're lying.
no, 100%.
I don't buy it.
Look it up.
I want it.
Look it up.
Woolworths South Africa.
Woolworths South Africa tweeting, "Oh, that was
Oh
a
my
game they
goodness.
tried." Like, are we a loser nation in South Africa?
I don't.
Well, ask Figilin Baulul.
Well, you can do it, Senzo. What did he say?
The mediocre that was displayed on that field. I saw a bunch of guys that got no respect for their country. Even Nigeria was surprised. They thought they were gonna. What I saw on that field was a bunch of unbearable losers. Even the Nigerian coach was amazed. Sure.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff. It is good stuff.
You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous, honestly. You guys.
You're calling us ridiculous on Friday or Saturday. You played it yourself.
The mediocre that was displayed. He was hacked.
He wasn't having
He
it.
wasn't having it. Sir.
Yes.
So Woolworths did tweet. They said, "Well, that was entertaining. South Africa's under 23s lose to France in the football, but a cracking game nonetheless."
You see that? Like, but a crack. No. Don't tweet because we lost. Why are you giving a bunch of losers attention?
I don't think we're a loser nation. I think we're more.
Do you think we've just dropped our standards so much that loss is acceptable?
No, because that can't be the case. Because when it comes to like the rugby, for example,
Yeah, but what
they're
else?
expected to win games.
Okay, just rugby. Well, what else in South Africa is expected to win?
Probably
Football's rubbish. Cricket's rubbish and overweight and a bunch of whales. It's the Wales team. They should change the protest to the Wales team because they all size 38 waists. It's despicable. The
Have you
protests
seen the
make me
Irish team?
sick. Oh,
The
no.
opening batsman for Ireland. Gee
Oh, really?
whiz.
Third trimester.
Is he a truck?
Bro.
It's not okay. Like, it is not body shaming to tell Lungi Ngiti that you are
Wow.
overweight, pal.
You went to your school there.
No, I mean, you know,
Yeah, now it's water under the bridge.
no, anomaly.
Yeah, but-
No. I'm saying you're right, and I can't. Look, nobody said we were perfect down there. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
we're
the
certainly
excuses.
the best, but the best doesn't mean perfect. But yeah, he's overweight. The only guy who's an athlete, James, you'll like this. How would you say it out there in Randburg?
KG, bro.
Kikisa KG reporter, man.
Yeah, that's my boy.
How's it,
Rabida.
Rabza?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Rabza, you out tonight, boy? On the she get a razzle and dazzle out there, my boy.
We actually have a couple
See,
of
see at the Baron tonight.
we have a couple of Saints
Kikisa.
guys also in the UK playing county cricket. And they're also some of the same guys that are playing in this new series, the 100 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, in England, UK,
Yeah. So the one guy's the captain of one of the teams actually.
from Saints.
Yeah, Saints is cricket, dude. Like we've been number one in the country for a while. I don't know if we still are, but when I was there, we were number one in the country for a good while.
You were doing it, huh?
Doing the things, dude.
It wasn't like that in my time. A guy called Richard Levy led probably the greatest dynasty in South African cricket school history. They went from standard 6 right up to matric, through matric, and did not lose a single cricket game. And we were a ball hair away from beating them, James.
Boy,
And but they were just too good.
What's a ball hair?
Just a really tiny form of measurement. It's very
Is
small.
that part of an adult thing?
No, I don't know. Do you not shave down there, James?
My body
how
hasn't.
do we get there?
My body hasn't started changing yet.
Oh, your body's a temple.
What?
Oh, my body is. So you're still going through maturity or puberty. Hey, James.
Puberty.
I was.
Oh, you brought your body into it.
No, I was going to ask another question that was going to take it further into that conversation. I just didn't want to.
Anyway, Richard Levy led simply the greatest thing that's ever happened to the cricket in this country. They were unplayable.
And then Saints came along.
No, probably not. There were probably other dynasties. I mean, you were 10 years after me.
I want to see how.
You had in my time, you had Majola's son.
What do you mean?
I think he's a little bit younger than me. That was the era. Saints, send the B team. Don't worry about it. Maybe let's send the St. Anne's team. They can play against them. Yeah. So cricket was starting
You
at St.
really
Anne's.
went there.
No, they were terrible.
Sure.
With no respect. Other than a guy called Ryan Bishop. No. St. Students, nothing.
Yo, that's 2020.
Wunderkind of a
Want
keeper.
the real
Ryan
rankings?
Bishop. Oh, fullback.
I've heard.
Wicked key. Ryan Bishop, man, I love talking about high school athletics because that's when I was actually decent at anything. And since then, I have plummeted. This guy was the most unbelievable fullback. Tiny as well, eh? Right, Bishop, short guy. Oh my gosh. Put him on a rugby field. He could stand up to anything you've ever seen on a cricket field at the age of 16. He was just a wunderkind. And then footballer. Play with him. I used to play with him at Randburg. He played a year up. And he played in our what we used to call back then, Southern Transvaal team. There was nothing he couldn't do. There was nothing.
It's like Pat Lambie.
Ryan Bishop couldn't do. It is like Pat Lambie. It's like AB de Villiers.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one thing AB de Villiers can't do, folks. To ruin your afternoon, what I urge you to do is go and Google something called Mark Your Drome Var by a gentleman called AB de Villiers.
Abraham Benjamin de Villiers.
I don't know if you gentlemen have seen that.
No, I'm not going to.
James, I think I forced you to watch that.
Yeah, I think you did.
I don't want to tarnish my image of
Don't.
Yeah, do not go. Well, do it. If you know, some people hate watch stuff.
My eyes still bleed.
Yeah, no, it was
At night, I can feel the blood running down my
it
face.
was something else. Have we got the name of that Australian legend who won in the? She anchored the fourth leg of the 4x100.
He just told you.
What was her name?
No, that was the commentator lady.
It was a C. She was. But
Wait,
fourth Olympics. Do you understand the levels of
I
commitment?
think I know who you're talking about.
Wait,
it's either Jody, it's either Henry or it's
Cairns.
what's I'll find out now.
Yeah. But it's you don't always think about someone like that. It's like, you know how hard it is to get to the Olympics. So forget about winning at the Olympics. Like the Olympics isn't, oh, my dad's rich, so I got in, boo.
Yeah, it's actually a challenge.
No, well, there's qualifying times. Yeah, we don't care who you know. You can know Putin. You can, Benjamin Netanyahu. There's no one paying for you to go to the
Bless
Olympics.
Bronte Campbell.
Campbell.
She's been at a couple, huh?
Bronte Campbell.
Listen.
She's proper fast.
And not only has she, it's her 4th Olympics, which means for 16 years of her life,
she's been doing it.
But you understand, to get to the Olympics, you got to be doing it then as well. There's no hanging out with, like James, regretting his friends not inviting him out. Like at 15, somebody took her and said, you are going to get, you see those lungs you've got? We're swapping those out for gills because you can do that arm swinging stuff. Hey, like you can do this, the I'm strokey thing, and your technique's perfect. And she's probably got big hands or whatever you need for a swimmer. You, no longer lungs, gills. Get in the pool at 15. Don't worry about school. We'll do what we have to there. And she's just been a human tank since then.
You'll do your homework in the pool.
Yeah, no, your homework is to get in the pool. And by the way, all of your work as well. Your normal work, get in the pool. Homework, pool. Work, pool.
Homework, practice how to get into the pool efficiently.
Yeah. You can sleep for 6 hours, not because you need it, but because your skin will obviously get damaged if you're in chlorine the whole time, right?
6 hours. I was thinking more like 4.
Well, science. They probably worked it out at about 6. It's taken an hour to get home.
Oh, so they
an
were
hour to shower. No, they've worked it out.
They were being realistic. We were being sort of...
No, they've worked it out. They're scientists. Like, that's a human fish. That's going to dominate in the pool. We like gold medals. We'll Australia. Right?
Yeah, they're intense.
Campbell. She is...
Bronte Campbell.
Mate.
Hey, you doing?
My mate. And she was...
For Peter.
She was going away from them as well. It wasn't like, the youngsters are catching up.
Yeah, she was
like, I got in the pool. It's relatively tight. We're still ahead of the world record.
Easy stroke for her.
Well, that's what happens when you do it for 16 years. And you know what? What do you reckon? 10 years to get to the Olympics is what it takes. That sort of work. So from... How old is she?
Bronte Campbell.
Bronte Campbell must be... She's got to be, 16, late 30s. There's no way...
She has to be.
16, 20...
Unless she went to her first Olympics.
So 38.
Like 17.
She's got to be late 30s, dude.
Doesn't have to be.
Bronte.
No, even if she went to the Olympics at 16, right? That's 16 years ago. What's that? 32.
32.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about Bronte Campbell?
She's actually a fish.
She's actually only
she's been disqualified for gills.
She's 16 now.
Yeah.
Guess where Bronte Campbell was born?
South Africa.
I know. Where Mr. What's Mr. Krabs' restaurant called?
Under the Sea. Nope.
No. SpongeBob. Yeah, she was born there in
Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom. That's where she was born. Human fish.
No, she was born in Malawi, Blantyre.
Just like who's your boy on the bike there? He's Kenyan, huh?
Chris Froome.
Froome.
No, he's not my boy. He's a St. John's boy.
Oof. Brutal. I mean, all you got is a nice.
Also, Bronte Campbell is 27.
And she's at her 4th. No, are you sure it's her though? No.
It could be Emma McEwen.
Who's how old? Like, that's how we check. Who anchored the leg? Do we know? Whoever it was at the end.
Who was the last swimmer?
Wait, we'll find out now. Emma.
Because that would make her like 14 at her first.
No, there's no way.
No, but Michael Phelps went to his first Olympics when he was 15.
Yeah, and I remember when he came in, because that was when Thor Peter was doing it.
Peter.
And they said the American sensation, Michael Phelps, a wonder kid, one to look out for. And boy, oh boy, did he prove him right.
Greatest Olympian of all time.
Yeah.
What's he on? 24 or 26?
23.
Bong. I'll tell you how much. Bong amount. I've got so much. I'm going to hit
Bong
bongs.
amount.
Yeah. I stopped counting. I stopped counting. I'm hitting a bong and get the hell out of my face, and I'm making a film.
Emma McEwen has won more than 40 medals in
That has
swimming.
to be her. That has to be her.
How old is she?
She's 27.
There's no
So wait, which
shot,
one of them?
dude.
There must be one of them who has to be above the age of 30.
Meg Harris? Is it Kate Campbell?
Kate Campbell. Is it Kate Campbell? I thought it was a C. I want to say
Kate Campbell. She's
21.
29. Kate Campbell.
See if it's her.
It could be. Could be.
Also born in Malawi.
Aibo.
Australians have a swimming factory in Malawi.
Kate Campbell, Blantyre, Malawi.
Is it the same town?
How many Olympic medals?
How many Olympic medals does Kate Campbell have? I'll tell you now. Medals.
Sure. They're just stealing the swimmers.
That's crazy. You're telling me she was 15 at her first one? It's possible.
Kate Campbell. Hold on.
Is she a 4-time Olympian? How old is she?
She's 29.
29, so what's that? 16? No, she can't be 13 at her first Olympics.
Kate Campbell's medals. So she has won.
Oh, man. Anyway, just the dominance is out of this world. Australia, mate.
Yeah, how you doing?
Was it the 4x100? It was 4x100, eh?
That's correct.
Where they broke the world record. Just absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
Maybe it was, you know what happened? I think they won the third one in a row. Sorry. I think I've made a mistake there.
Jeez. Phew.
Yeah, that Australian ladies team won its third or fourth medal in a row. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
They are dominant.
She was at the 2008, 2012,
2016.
2016, and this Olympics.
So it's her fourth Olympics
Yeah.
Kate,
at the age of 27.
Kate
29.
Campbell.
29, so was she 13 at her first Olympics?
She had to have been, dude.
Even, no, 12.
She was 13.
No, because we're a year late now.
Jeez, like.
These Olympics are a year late. This is 5 years, remember?
Just to make you feel a little bit worse, at that Olympics that
No, she was 16, sorry.
16, and she's how old now?
29.
29.
That's 13 years. How does that make sense? If she's been to 4
Guys, I'm
Olympics.
bad at maths. This is
So,
on you.
wait, say it again. What Olympics has she been to?
28.
08,
Yes.
2012, 2016.
Oh, that's only 12 years ago, yeah. 08, 12,
2016,
16, and now.
now.
Yeah, I knew I heard 4 Olympics. Kate Campbell, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Human fish.
You know what's funny?
Yep.
She's not the first Australian to compete at 4 Olympics.
Olympici. So the torpedo, what? Size 17 feet, that guy. Surely him. He started at like
15.
out of the
Also
womb. He jumped
ridiculous.
straight out of the womb into the
pool.
deep end.
Liesl Jones and
Legend.
Liesl Jones.
Legend.
She was fast.
and Emily Seabom.
Oh, I don't remember her.
There's nothing
I
here
remember,
about.
I remember Emily Seabon.
My God, these people aren't human. I can't stay in the bath too long. You know what I mean? I mean,
I've
I
become a prune.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
they're spending what 4 hours a day just drowning.
drowning.
I don't care who you are. You are swallowing water at some stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I'm a half decent swimmer. You taking in like their lives
all
must.
the time.
It's just murder. You seen Michael? What's the film that Phelps brought out on depression? You seen it? It's quite dark. It's on HBO.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was dark. I don't want to watch
It's
it.
quite good actually, James. You might like it because you're into that like feely,
Really.
kind of dark.
I
deep
do
stuff.
have feelings.
Yeah, you're into it. Yeah, it's interesting. But hey, I'm gonna hit a bong. That's what Michael Phelps did.
Well, how many medals have you won for your country?
No, dude. The thing about him is he's given us enough. It's kind of like
More than enough.
It's
And some
why
change, bro.
I've never argued for Maradona. It's like Maradona had 3 great seasons. I'll always argue Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi, once they are done, outside of harming other human beings,
Mm-hmm.
you've done enough. Like, I don't want people, you know how they get with like, oh, give back to the community or whatever?
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, don't worry about it.
We got
Like,
you.
you have done enough for everyone for 2 lifetimes. Yeah, I'm saying, James.
I'm with you. I am with
No, I don't think you're with me. You just want Leo Messi's money so you can get more Apex Legends stuff. Can you buy stuff on Apex Legends?
Yes.
So you need real money for that? Or is it like fake?
Yeah, it's just
game
some
money?
money like you've earned up
Like
or
a credit
like
card?
added up. No, you can use money you've accumulated over time,
Okay.
or you can spend cash on in-game money to spend on.
Let's finish off on this, James. About 3 years ago, 3 weeks ago, there was some drama in the Apex Legends world. Maybe you want to catch us up on that? I remember you came to work in a bit of a huff and a puff and, oh, dude, the guys aren't playing and the teams and then he was tweeting about it. What happened? Take us into the drama pile. Esports a real thing.
So what happened was there's a ranked system in Apex Legends
Mhm.
where it's like you play games and you sort of gain rep to go to the next rank. So you start on like bronze, and the highest rank is Predator, and all of the streamers and pros are in like Pred lobbies.
Apex.
Yeah,
So it's called Apex Legends.
yeah,
But you can become an Apex Predator.
yeah, yeah,
That's
Genius.
badass.
yeah. It's
Genius.
vibes, dude. So
That's badass.
Do they sell shirts?
sure.
not in South Africa yet, dude. It's so annoying.
nah, but
They also have action figures, and
James,
they're not available in South Africa either.
James. Here's something.
You're nerding
Bomb,
out,
bomb,
eh?
I
bomb.
know.
Breaking news. You heard of something called the internet?
Yeah, but
I forget you lived in a slum. You didn't have internet for a while. So,
Wow,
Yeah.
you had to go there.
well, I mean, it's true. So
Uh-huh.
that's not mean, James. You didn't, hey? Let's be honest, James. That's not bullying.
yeah, but we don't have to bring it back to it.
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
still sensitive about the matter,
doesn't make it less true. Apex Legends.
Yes.
Yeah. So take the rankings, Apex Predators.
So the pros were upset about how the ranked system worked, because it was too easy for them to get loaded into these lobbies where they were pros and predators, and then they play against these guys that are like bronze, and then the game doesn't last that long. So they got upset about that.
Because it's a waste of their time.
Yeah, about how the ranked system actually works.
Yeah.
So Respawn were very quiet about it. They released an update not too long ago for an event that they had done some stuff for. And when there's a new event, there's like new skins and new maps and whatever. So they released that update. And then it was probably during that week where I was tweeting and was super upset because like everyone was super excited for this update. And then you had done the update, which was like 10 gigs. Never happens with Apex Legends. 10 gig update.
Get better internet. 10 gigs is not that
No,
much.
so I got a 50 meg line. I was vibing.
You can get a 100
Cool.
meg line now.
Then I went in, okay, and it wasn't connecting to any of the lobbies or the servers.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, vibes, sick. So I messaged a friend and I was like, can you get in?
You're the best, James. You are the best guy ever.
Okay, vibes.
I was like, okay, vibes,
You
dude.
must trademark that word.
Can you, so I messaged a friend, can you get into the lobbies? No, I can't. Cool, sick. So what now? And then for like the rest of that night, we couldn't get into lobbies, but then we did get in, but we'd be kicked out. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And that happened for like 5 nights in a row, dude. Like where I just wanted to come home and chill and do my thing and play Xbox and that kind of stuff. I couldn't because the servers were broken and Respawn was not saying a single thing about it.
Okay.
So people were very upset.
And it was anti-vibes.
It was anti-vibes. It was not... The vibes were not immaculate.
No, not great. Not righteous, if you will.
No, not righteous at all.
Actually, you can't say it like that. Not righteous, dude.
But now the servers are kind of okay. Season. There's a
But
new
what
season.
happened, James? You've missed out a whole part. Were they hacked by the Russians? What happened?
Oh, the hack thing.
Oh, my
dude,
God. This guy.
Dude.
That's the main
Apex-
part of the story.
Apex
All he wants to
Legends
do is
was
tell me
hacked,
about
bruh.
himself.
This guy.
So, James, hold on. No, stop. James, when you're telling a story,
You said tell the story of Apex Legends. I told the story of what happened.
oh my God, do you know what, James? This is the same thing you did with the Oedipus complex. So James tried to explain the Oedipus complex to me, and I'm a little bit upset.
When you're in love
that-
with your mom.
But yeah, there's really important parts to that whole
Yeah.
thing, and he left out the main part. And I explained to him why it's so important, and I could see as I was explaining to him that I was walking him back to how he left out the main part. James, the main part of the whole of this story, like I'm not saying you're a terrible storyteller, is the hacking part.
No, it's not. Because
All you've told me is Apex Legends didn't work, and then you've come to the end where you couldn't play, but then now it's fixed. You've left out the meat. There's a whole.
No, I haven't.
It's almost
because-
like
The
a
main
Batman
event.
movie without the Joker. Like, imagine the Batman movie was this, James. Trust fund kid's parents die. He goes shopping for a new car. At the end, he's living with his butler. Imagine that's what you've done.
The real MVP, Alfred Pennyworth.
I'm not as big a fan as you guys, but Alfred
How
Pennyworth.
dare you?
Who's the? Is it? It was Judi Dench at a stage, or no? She was Bond, hey? Is it
Judi Dench
Cleese?
is M.
Yeah, is it Cleese who was
No,
the?
it's Michael Caine.
Oh my, that.
Sir Michael Caine.
Sir Michael Caine, I'm so sorry. How dare I forget your name? All right, James. Hack. Now, tell us the main part of the story which you left out and I've forced you now to kind of go back to.
So Apex Legends was hacked,
Okay.
right? By guys who play another game called Titanfall, which is also made by Respawn, which makes Apex.
Gotcha.
So they hacked Apex because Titanfall was being stupid. I don't know what was happening with the game itself, but people were upset with Titanfall. So they were like, hey, let's hack another game that Respawn makes, Apex Legends. So you couldn't actually load into lobbies, and then you get these messages that pop up on your screen, and it's like, join this Discord server to hashtag save Titanfall or whatever it is. And you couldn't choose a game mode because that was like glitching out. Like the screen was like flash. It was the wildest time.
How long was the hacking for?
Like 2 days.
Holy smokes.
She was.
Yeah.
That's an eternity.
Yeah, in your world, I mean, guys want to play every day and
So I read about it like 2 days before it happened, and I was like, oh, it's never gonna happen here. We're fine. 2 days later, we were playing. Like we were just.
Whoa, what did you mean it's not going to happen here for an international game? Are you on different? Is there different like servers?
Yes.
Oh, so is that how it's split?
Yes. Yeah.
So did they hack? Is that how you hack? Do you hack servers, or once you hack,
I think you would
respawn?
I think
it's
you would
all
hack
over
a server.
Okay, but I'd imagine these aren't guys that are they're not mucking about.
Probably not, no.
They're gonna bring
Yeah.
like some horrible human being had this term called scorched earth policy. I don't want to talk about it, James. But yeah, it was just we'll burn everything.
Yeah. That was what it was.
James, you know, African proverb: a child who does not feel loved by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth.
Ancient proverb.
I like that.
Vibes.
Ancient proverb. James, okay, so now they burnt everything. It came to South Africa. 2 days you can play Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Not vibes.
No, the vibes were not sky high
That's not great.
at all. Not even for a second.
But where we now... by the way, what's the name of the other game?
Titanfall.
How great is that? Is that Respawn again?
Yeah.
Who owns Respawn? Because
EA.
that person... that's who it is.
EA Games.
Because what they've done is they've paid some brilliant marketing nerd to go out there and research every nerd in the world like James and Apex Legends and Titanfall.
And Apex Legends has elements of Titanfall in the game.
Titanfall, dude. What's the... Hey, a little bit of industry jargon here. What's the highest rep you can get on Titanfall?
My man.
Yeah, what I'm
This
saying.
guy's not serious.
I'm on
bro.
the inside.
He's on the inside.
I'm inside of it right now.
He's in that circle. He's in that clique.
I'm not sure. I've never played Titanfall. I've only played Apex.
It's got to be like Shark or something, you know? Like it's got to be like Orca,
Orca.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
like
Nice.
Titanfall.
What about like Killer Whale?
or Optimus?
That is an Orca.
that
I
is
know, but I'm saying
Optimus
Killer
Prime.
Whale sounds more
Although-
deadly.
Optimus Prime.
like Titanfall sounds more like that because the Fall's
Prime.
the bad guy, right? In a movie that Michael Bay did his best to ruin in what is simply the worst movie trilogy of all time, Transformers. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
Optimus Prime.
In the second movie, it takes 47 minutes to see the first Transformer.
Autobots assemble.
That was good.
As those little things
And he
that
always
become your
goes on
phone.
he always goes on a rant, dude.
Decepticons.
He's like,
We have to save the human race.
and there's like music in the background. You're like, really, dude?
Epic.
No, we
Bumblebee.
must forgive them.
Bumblebee.
Autobots, roll out. Dude, I love Transformers so much.
Oh, it's fun. Did you watch the
I told Michael Bay, I just want a bit of a flex here. I told him to his face, you tried to ruin Transformers. He was a cool guy though.
But you know Michael Bay blows stuff up.
Yeah, he does. I met him and I
his
literally
thing.
told him that. I said, you try to ruin Transformers. He laughed it off.
unbelievable?
Stop it.
Okay, now it is time for us to...
Sensor has a dead serious face.
give me some outro music. Give me all of the outro music.
Come on.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
To those people who thought they would join us today and expected a new set, there are things happening. Life happens to you. And ultimately, you know what my old lady used to say? After she, so I often ask my mom about her divorce. And she said, I'm not in the business of getting upset. I'm in the business of adjusting to the reality of life.
But trust me, it's well worth the wait.
It is. We were literally in the studio
It's
this
well
morning.
worth the wait, guys. You guys are going to be blown away.
I was busy prepping a show when I got the news. And
The
here we
call.
are.
We pulled the plug.
Yeah.
Hey, these things happen. In my industry, you got to stay nimble. Yeah, I'm saying it happens. Guys are working hard. Both of these young gentlemen working their tails off to ensure that the show's a success. We will give you some updates on James. I don't even say social media. That's what the old say.
But you're gonna say the
I say
socials.
the socials.
The gram, homie.
The Twitter streets.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Skr.
And there's screw indeed. and the streets will get you. They will get you.
Yeah, definitely.
James, do you want to take some comments maybe?
Oh,
Can have the outro music, maybe take some comments, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
okay.
Before we take any comments, we are working extremely hard. Apologies for what has been now an incessant delay, but we are on it, and we will revert as to when that will be fixed. So be patient. I guess that's what it is. I have to be.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Lulama says, finally, because we
Rock
took about
has
3
come
days.
back
Finally, The Rock has come home.
to WrestleMania.
What happened to those days? It's gone, right?
Yeah.
You grew up.
Who's the Scottish guy they got now? I kind of like him.
Drew
it's-
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
No, there's another guy.
No, the
You think
Scottish
of
guy.
No, Drew McIntyre is Scottish. You think of Sheamus. Sheamus is
Seamus, the Shillelagh
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
It's
Irish.
Different country, different tribe. Very, very,
That's
very,
not bad.
very, very cultist there, James.
Sure. Otsile says those house parties were the bomb.
Yep.
And then also...
They peaked 02 to 04. If you went to the St. John's party, you weren't alive. You weren't doing it, as Senzo would say.
Thurance.
Do
we went through this.
Do we
never-
still have clearance here? Because
I don't
is
think
it
we got
Tourance, Tourance, Cameron? And it's so tricky because the second name is maybe
Just like-
the whitest name in the
Yeah.
world.
It's conventional.
Yeah, it is unbelievably vanilla. You know what I mean? Cameron, great name, but so it's tricky now. The first Thurance, I mean, if it's Cameron, he was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, so it's probably like Thurance. They're gonna make you say the Furance, British.
Furance.
TH is Furance.
Did you just go there?
Furance Cameron. Aiden.
No, not this again.
And I get called out.
You done me a kipper.
Nope, not investing.
All right, Furance. How you doing? Where you been, sweet cheeks? We might say around the corner. You know what I mean?
Everything that's just happened has hurt me down
what's-
to my core. And it's still going on, Senzo. It's still happening.
Unbelievable.
Savings are so good.
Unbelievable.
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 Um,
I mean, by the way, a bit of respect to Thurance there. I'm not saying you're a terrible person. I'm just saying your name's extremely difficult. Because they might be anything.
hey, you made your bed, buddy.
That's true. That's true. And I did. And it's 600 thread count. Thank you for asking, James. It
4
feels
sevens in a row, dude.
incredible to sleep. And it's Pakistani cotton.
Cool. So
6,000
Terence
euros.
says bad coffee.
Yeah.
And then laughed. And then also said James is wise. I know. I've become one with the energy and the waves.
James, I don't know how
And the
you've turned
vibes.
yourself into
And the vibes.
yeah. James, you've somehow managed to turn yourself into some sort of empathetic figure.
Empathetic?
So some sort of sympathetic
No,
figure.
I know what it means.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
saying, how do you mean it? Like,
Like people now feel sorry for you as though I'm bullying you. Like a lot of people are texting me, people are
let's
telling
see
me.
why. Surely there must be a calculation as to why.
No, speak your truth. Oprah said you must live your truth.
I can't put my finger on it.
James, speak your truth. James, you know my policy. Don't let it turn into an ulcer, pal. What are you really feeling?
I'm vibes, dude.
Yeah, no, you are vibes. You are vibes. Hardworking man, this James Ilsley guy. He'll even work on a Saturday and tell you about it.
Did I tell the viewers and listeners that I worked on this Saturday and the one?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
it hasn't
just
come up.
making sure.
It hasn't come up. Thanks for
Otsile
reminding.
says, let's get James Dax for Vac.
Oh, let's
Back
do it, my
for
boy.
Backfoot.
Hey, Jimbo. How's it, boy? By the way, play to open December.
No.
VIP.
Oh, no,
We
no,
got a
no,
VIP,
no,
boy.
no,
Got it,
no,
boy.
no,
Vegas
no,
and play.
no.
They don't know what's coming.
Played
No.
Vegas.
Make it
we're
Dax for
moving
Vac.
on.
Hey, Jimbo, be that oak. Because your little brother's going to be there. You know what's going to happen? James' little brother's going to come out here like that. And then now James,
Come out hot.
he's going to be the apex predator. And you're just going to be the fallen. The fallen. Transformers, best film ever until
I don't
Michael
like-
Bay touched it.
I don't like that you've used one of my favorite things in this world against
Against
me.
you.
What's worse, the fact that it works or the fact that I've used it? Because it does kind of work. Admit it.
No, it just hurts.
Admit it to my face, James. That
hurts.
it was a great analogy. Admit it.
It was horrendous. Yeah.
The fallen. That's
Lamb V. That is actually my younger brother, by the way.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Shout out to you just bullying James in like a year and a half when you're the buffest guy in the world, dude. I'm into it, bro. Like,
I'm for it.
James, I'm into
I'm
it.
about
because,
it.
No, because I offered you free gym membership for 6 months, or not even, a personal trainer who I will pay for. That costs a fortune. I probably have to stop shopping at Woolworths because I'm doing it for you, mate.
Did I ask you to do it?
Oh, okay. You don't want to be
Wow.
healthy. All right. Oh, did I ask you to help me improve my health? Says James.
Leave him.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't say I don't care. I mean, I love that. Did I ask you to care about my health?
No, but don't make me the bad guy here. I didn't say, hey, please don't you want to pay for like me and a personal trainer for 6 months?
You guys
I
are the
didn't
best.
ask for it.
You guys are the best.
So you didn't ask for your health to be
You
improved.
guys are the best.
Huh?
You didn't ask for your health to be improved. For somebody to care. All right, so now what you're saying is I'm never going to care about anything that happens to you because the only thing that's important in your life is your health. So if you don't want me caring about that, what you're saying is just leave me the hell alone. I'm going to get to work and I'm going to get to it. So that's what you're saying, pal.
That's not what I'm saying.
And that's where we are right now. But let's not lose focus. What does the man who's going to be pounding your head in like a ping pong ball have to say? Your little brother.
That's so cute.
Bang, 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 bang. Damn, this is your head. Do you want to hear it? Bang, 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 bang. James, stop. This is your mom in the background trying to stop it because your brother's
So
just had enough.
dude.
Stop. No. James, what's happening?
It's been that kind of day, ladies
It's
and
been one of the
gentlemen.
longest
Bang,
days
bang,
of my
bang,
entire
bang,
life,
Ladies
dude.
and gentlemen.
Bang,
It's
bang,
not
bang.
even 3 o'clock.
Bang, 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 bang. It's your brother smashing your head. Stop it, guys. Oh my God. The blood's going on my couch.
Unbelievable. Sensational.
Finish him. Imagine you had that guy as a brother. Imagine having
He
that.
wins.
That is awesome. All right, Jimbo, what do you got, pal?
So the brother says, I would if I had the money, buy that Bugatti. And then he also said it was one of the fastest cars in the world at some point.
Oh, very cool.
Angelo told us about the sound, and so did Ulama, and so did Thurance.
You know what? You say Thurance, I'll say Turance. That way we
Right.
can't
There
be.
you go. There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to offend any Cameron in the
Exactly.
world. Yeah.
Not even James.
Having said that,
You're probably about to tell us that you sat in a room with him
I
once
didn't.
and
I've never
told
met
him
him.
that his...
wait, have you met James Cameron?
No.
Oh, no, I've never met James Cameron. I'm just really, really angry at how long Avatar 2 is taking. I'm furious. Yeah, I need him to know that.
Apparently he's waiting for the technology.
Rumor has it, well, I think it was because of a little thing called COVID as well. A little bit getting the logistics.
Oh, that was a thing.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit of a thing. A guy ate a bat somewhere. I'm not saying where. I'm not saying where. The rumor is somebody at night. Also, nobody's considered this. Bats, not the greatest vision. Why has nobody ever said a bat flew into someone's mouth? Because they aren't, like, the sonar, not always great. It's not a great way to get around.
Yuck's on a roll.
Do you know what I mean, James? Why has nobody ever said,
I'm very uninvested in this story.
why? 'Cause
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't care about COVID and how it started?
Anyway, ladies
I
and gentlemen.
can't. Let's move on. I cannot. I will not.
How is it not like 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
James Cameron, though. Avatar 2. James. Even annoying Gen Z people like you on their phone in the movies.
Duruk Makdu.
I'm there. I'm there for all of it. I'm that guy in the front row with all of the popcorn for that one. I will break my streak of not having gone to a movie since before Instagram came out.
Avatar is good, dude.
Good. Have some respect. All right, what else we got? Hey, bam, 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 bam.
Lampy wins.
I'm moving on. Thurance.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say the other one now.
Oh, Turans.
There you go. James is brave to take on the likes of Mbelelo. I think I'm scared of him.
Wow. You guys.
He's not. James is not.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
Tell them, James. I don't be caring about my health for nothing.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Ain't nobody scaring me. My name's Jane. I don't care nothing about my health for nothing.
How you doing?
I scared.
You guys are diabolical, honestly.
I ain't
You
scared.
guys are unhinged.
LB the Sapper says 13 Reasons Why.
Oof, we should have probably addressed that at the time. What do you think that means? It's a movie.
Not too sure.
It's a series on Netflix, but I'm not sure where it ties into what we were speaking about.
Oh, it's tough to go back. We've said a lot of things.
Aussies. Umbrello G says One Love Magents.
Oh,
I almost said magnets.
Yay! God. Ugh.
Nearly.
That would have been a situation. Yeah, no, you don't want to pull it back. You don't know.
Tabor says, transfer rumors. I'm sitting on my couch eating Doritos, as one does. I see Martial for Haaland. I mean, why would Dortmund go for Martial? Lingard for Kane is doable. Don't want it, but it's realistic-ish.
We'll touch on that sometime this week.
Jay Lings.
Can I just say that Tabor's my boy, dude? Sitting on his couch eating Doritos. It's my boy, dude.
That's it. You're type of guy.
It's my boy.
James, if you got any black friends, you're gonna hear this throughout your life. Une type.
On your type.
I do, and I've never heard it before.
We type. Doritos on the couch. What you do? The blue ones.
Yeah.
Those have cocaine in them. I mean, like,
What the hell is wrong with you?
Dude, you cannot name one human being who can have just a handful of blue Doritos.
Dude, I don't even like spicy food, and I love those things.
You got to get. You have to get them a bootful at a time. Like I'm the guy who, because I'm just this type of person. 2 big packets at the same time.
And
is the only way you can eat.
You
blue
have to
Doritos.
eat them fast, also. Like they're disappearing into thin air.
No, there are recreational narcotics of the highest order in there. There is nothing has ever been that addictive. I'm sorry.
Oh, guys. All
That's
right.
good stuff.
That's unbelievable.
I'm gonna buy some on the way home.
No, you're on a health drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I forgot. You don't care about your health. Don't worry about it. I offered you a 6-month thing. Would have changed my lifestyle, but you don't want it, so don't worry about it. Senzo, good stuff today. James, you're an OG.
Boom.
Thanks, dude.
Senzo, I don't know if I'm gonna
Me
fist
too.
bump you. Like maybe
Fist me.
I don't know what you've done today. Maybe you celebrated United signing Sancho. I don't want to be happy for you.
Okay, fine.
You know what I mean?
Take us out of here, please.
I'll take a fist bump. Got him.
You got him.
I got him.
So what you're saying is that side of the table, you got each other's backs.
This is
You
straight.
don't care what happens with me.
I was
Anyway.
gonna
James,
say
where were you going to go there? Were
Take
you going to do an ebony and ivory thing?
Take us out of here, Mbulelo.
Take us out of here, bro.
All right. From me and the top deck crew on the other side.
Wow. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MKT Show. This has been awesome. Really, really looking forward to this week and showing you our hard work. The 2 guys on the other side are quite literally at the moment burning the candle at both ends. They're a big part of what's happening. So disappointing today, but we'll bounce back on the other side. Both guys working really hard. Gentlemen, on a very serious note, I really, really appreciate the work ethic. James, Senzo, you've given everything to making a dream a reality. And to those of you at home who have supported us, the dream is coming alive. We will see you tomorrow. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the MKT Show. I am MKT. But for now, we are the hell out of here.